Howdy guys, and welcome back to the conclusion of the WCOAP event number 2, the World Amateur Team Championship. We are down to, what are we down to, Lee? 20, 27, 26 players?
26 players nowadays, that's where we're at. Yeah. So quite a lot's happened. For those of you that might have tuned in around 7 o'clock when we went live to give you a flavour of what's going on in the card room. Well, it's still busy here. There's still most of the tables are full with players, but yeah, we are down to 26 players now in the team event. So let me give you an update on what's going on with the leaderboard, because there's been a lot of bust outs, a lot of movement. So I will mosey on down to the leaderboard and show you what's going on. So. Netherlands still sat at the top with 4 players still intact, as do Wales. Scotland have got 3. Poland and Belgium, unfortunately, have lost all 4 of their team, with about sort of 2/3 of the field remaining. So they're unfortunately out of the equation. Ireland also down to 1 player as well. Portugal got 2. Romania, Switzerland have 3 each, England down to 2, and Germany quietly at the bottom of the leaderboard going into this MTT, but have got all 4 players in, and that I think is a really good sign. Depending on stack sizes, where they're at. We're going to watch Stefan from the Netherlands here, who was all in for his remaining 5,500 chips. And decision over here for Edna from Germany. First of all, in the small blind. Actually, there's Rui's got chips there as well, from Portugal on the button. So he's first to make a decision. It folded all the way around to him. So he's going to fold. Edna in the small blind folds as well. And it's Switzerland in the big blind is asking how much. I think is going to make the call, and is going to make the call. So it's going to be Switzerland versus the Netherlands. Cards going over. And it's ace-10 for Stefan from the Netherlands against 9-5 of diamonds. It's the ace-10 at risk here. Three ace deuce. Queen, it's going to need to be avoiding a 4 for Stefan, which he does, and it's going to be a double up for the Dutch player. So after a little bit of action there, Des, we'll just get back to explaining what's going on. So the Dutch, obviously Stefan was short stacked. Blinds are currently 2,000, 4,000. So he just made the shove there for just over 1 big blind, really, and has got a double up. He's only sat there now on 2.5, maybe 3 bigs. So he's very much nursing that stack, as is Andreas on the feature table. We'll show him in a minute. Actually, their teammate is also up there now as well. There's 2 of them up there now as well, which leaves Darren just over here on his own on this table here. But there are leaders, so let me see what Darren's playing. Probably got about 25k, something like that. So let me head up to the feature table and show you the other 2 Dutch players. Andreas there on, he's probably got about 30,000, which is about starting stack. Drone's got chunks, actually. He's got plenty. Yeah. So he's sat on about 45,000 at the moment. So these 2 guys up here are reasonably stacked. It's Stefan that is the short stack of the Dutch, but it's moving quite quickly, Des, isn't it? We're getting a lot of bust outs and a lot of action in the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're at that point of the tournament now where every bust out almost counts double. Points start to grow, crowds start to gather around these tables. Got another all in there, Lee. Let's come back to you.
Yeah, it's Tom Banks. This time with the pocket fours that doubles up through Romania with ace four. So Scottish banks getting richer. So back over on this table, and Johnny Rees for Wales is all in under the gun. Let's see where we've got action. That's Romania folding, Germany folding. Gary gets out of the way for Scotland, as does Darren for the Netherlands. I can't believe Johnny's teammate Warren is going to call, but Will Acer for England, who's got a stack of chips there. Probably chip leader, I'd say, in this final MTT.
A stack of chips, Lee, but a little short on teammates.
Yeah, it's just him and Dye left for England. And no, he's going to let it go. And didn't see what John showed. That Ace of Hearts he showed. Ace of Hearts. Thanks, John.
Als je maar duidelijk is, dan blijf met je voor de telefoon af. Volle focus.
That, if you, just in case you were missing, was Andreas giving Stefan, I think, a pep talk, is all I can explain it as. Yeah, it felt motivational. Yeah. What do you think, Des? It sounded motivational to me.
Yeah. It's like a Kardashians version of some sort of Wookiee family.
It sounded. I'm sure I heard focus in there. I'm sure I heard focus.
So it seems to have moved along pretty quickly. I think, Lee, we were expecting this one to really sort of drag a little with what's at stake, but actually it's moved along quite nicely.
Yeah, I think we've nearly lost half the field now, but I don't think we're any closer to knowing who's going to win this. That's the weird thing.
No. But the cast of characters perhaps narrowed. So we look at the leaderboard, Netherlands and Wales, as we said, still have 4 players in. Scotland in third currently, based on current points, with 3 remaining. And of course, Poland in fourth, but there will be no false stone there. No players left for Poland. Just 1 player left for Ireland, 2 for Portugal, Romania with 3 left, Switzerland with 3. And as you said, the dark horses may be Germany. So currently 11th, some way off the, those mid to medal positions, but still with 4 left in.
Yeah, and for anyone wondering about the points, it's kind of Grand Prix style. So we're still in a phase where they're kind of in blocks of 3. So I think it's 9 points is currently what players are getting for their next exit. But it went from 1 point for the first exit, right up to 75 points for winning it. So that final table, there's a lot of points on offer there.
Yes. Bruno Abello out there, Lee, former Portuguese captain. Come on, Portugal. Good to see you on the stream, Bruno. Hope you're well.
Well, there is one of the remaining Portuguese players. And let's see if I can get round and you can see the other one over the far side there. There we go.
Yeah, we got
on the feature table, sat next to Dye.
Yeah.
In between Dye and Naz. What a beautiful seat to have.
Fantastic. And of course, we will focus in on the feature table as we get down to a final. And yeah, it's highly likely this will not be decided by then, Lee. I think it'll be all to play for on the final table.
Yeah, I think.
Possibly.
Well, certainly think there'll be something still up for grabs on that final table. Not to be for your beloved Ireland, I don't think.
No,
it's just not. It's not worked out. Unfortunately, I think just with one left in, Tanya's on the rail there, railing the remaining player.
There's always next year, Lee.
they obviously will be very welcome back. Thoroughly enjoyed the event and been a credit to the 2 days.
And of course, for a lot of these players, Lee, they're going to be staying for the rest of the week. Going to be playing all sorts of side events and the main event, of course, over the next few days.
Absolutely. Second mini main day one has just started at 9 o'clock. Already had over 30 runners in that. Likely to get a few more before late reg closes for that one tonight. But again, it's packed out here at Dusseldorf. There's very few empty tables, maybe 3 or 4 I can see that haven't got chips on them at the moment for a Thursday night.
It's great to see. DD no less, same initials as my own, on YouTube asks, how do you get to play in the team event league? Various methods, I guess. Some countries like Germany, for example, held pretty exhaustive qualifying series of tournaments over some weeks, and other countries with a smaller player pool to choose from, have ended up being small communities and stuff like that. But the easiest way to get involved is to get in touch with APAT through the APAT Facebook group, and perhaps we can help you to get involved.
I've got a hand brewing on the feature table. It's Netherlands versus England. Am I allowed to look at that? Oh, that's what Di's got, and she's got a decision to make. If you could pop in the chat what she should do, that's what she really wants, and a bit of advice on what to do.
We'll set up a poll, Lee. Just tell her to hang on in there till we get back.
Yeah. Jerome says, I'll show you what I've got. Well played, Di. Well played. There we go. So Di made a good fold with the ace-5. Nice bet from Jerome. And on we go.
I think the last time I saw those two together, same event last year, Lee, they were practically throwing chips at each other.
They were sat next to each other in a sit and go earlier on as well, actually. And now they're sat across each other at the table in this MTT. Down to 26 players remaining in this now. So as I say, that's the feature table. Then over ahead, I'm literally zooming over Des Duffy's head here. And that's the other two tables we've got going at the moment. We'll try and keep up to date with all of the exits as they happen. If we can see cards on their backs, we'll get in there. We've got the guys from Germany are also streaming as well. So if you fancy listening to what's going on in German, I mean, check them out. It's well worth it. Probably more entertaining than you and me talking. Yeah, that's for sure.
A bunch of you out there in Chatland, guys. Who have we got? Stuart Green and Howie Jowie, Andy Atkins, Carl the Captain, Pilgrim, Peter Wigglesworth is there, Bruno, we mentioned a short while ago, Stephen Blacker, Ian Eyre, the Warden of the North, Rory Ford, Joe Jack and Harrod, Noel Clark, Lou Brush, David Close, Tony Isaac, Karim Lewis, Tony Wood, and Norbert Bobra. Lots of you out there. So if you want to get involved, just add something into the chat box. We can discuss it or go and see a player if you want us to do that. And of course, it's not just the team event going on at the moment. There's lots of other stuff happening as well, Lee. As you rush back to the feature.
Yeah, all in the call, and it's a double up for Naz for Scotland. Not sure who else is in the hand, but it's it was Di is taking credit for doubling up the Scottish player.
Oh dear. Frosty relations resume between England and Scotland.
So yeah, Di doubles up Naz, and Di's left with just over 10,000 in chip.
Lee, I don't know if
So
this
is
matters
that
to
all
you.
in?
Oh,
Hang on a minute. Des,
you got
hang
action
on a
elsewhere?
minute.
Yeah.
Just doing a chip count for Switzerland here. And it's going to be a double up through Romania, I think it was.
This might be of interest to you, Lee. I think your audio device is emitting video at the same time, so I think it might save your battery just to pull that down
Can't
a
do
bit.
that.
Oh, you can't? Ah, that's interesting.
I might be able to. How about that?
Yeah, I think it's gone. Yeah.
It's not gonna save much of anything, but it's off anyway. So I'm going to guess it's not going to be long before Di is going to be all in on that. He's got just over one big. There's a few players here on super short stacks that are pretty much walking the tightrope here, Des.
Yeah, it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? You sort of hang on in there as long as you can.
Somehow Stefan has just got to walk with
Really? But he doesn't have any chips, does he?
He's got literally one, maybe two bigs.
Wow.
And Andreas is berating. Well, either it's berating or motivating him. I think it's motivating. Yeah. So.
I think there are some threats in there, Lee.
Yeah, trying to keep an eye on three tables here. Not lost anyone for a little while though. We're still on 26 players. So I'm keeping an eye out because I think, say, Di was very short, so I'm not sure where the button is on that table. Let me go and have a look and see if I can. Oh, she's through the bunch. She's got to pull about six hands or so. So. And Germany is probably the second short stack on that feature table. They've got about 20k. Let's see whether there's anybody shorty over here. I think all of the German players have got similar stack sizes. They're all playing only playing about 20,000, which is 4 or 5 bigs. Most of them seem to have. So although they've still got 4 in, which is obviously a plan, at some point they're going to have to try and start building some stacks because they're going to basically need to get. I think they're going to need to get 2 or 3 of those onto a final table. I think to stand any chance of getting up that at the table and picking up a medal maybe.
Elsewhere, Lee, the Six Max is ongoing, and interrupt me if we're seeing some action. 102 runners in the Six Max. We're down to 15. Let me see if I can just tell you who we've got there. So Thomas Ascott, Lawrence Cairns, Nia Campbell, Alan Ellis is still in, Tyler Humphrey, Kai Hutchinson still going with 15 left in the Six Max, Richard Kearney, Alex Meager, who had a deep run in one of the events last night, Phil Milden is still there, Jason Penman, Kelly Peters, Stephen Riddle, Stefano Stocci, Wendy Watson, and finally Matt Wilson. So those are your final 15 in the Six Max. Elsewhere in the triple stud, remarkably, Lee, 74 runners, 42 remain. And then the Crazy Pineapple, which started at 7 p.m., 108 runners, 60 of those remain. So lots going on. We're obviously focused on the team event, but lots of other stuff happening here as well.
How many in the mini main? Does it started at 9?
Mini main 52 started, Lee.
Amazing. I think we had 46 for that day one of it last night. So it's going to build a nice pot of money for Monday for the day 2 and final table.
Absolutely. That started half an hour ago. So I'm sure we'll see plenty of further runners in that.
So we've got a raise. I'm going to watch it from this angle to be easy. So we've got a raise from under the gun by Ireland, a reshove from Germany on the small blind from Nicole, shove from Andrew for Wales. It's ace queen for Germany, king queen for Wales, and it is ace 10 for Ireland. 10 queen jack is the board. 6 on the turn and deuce on the river, and the ace queen is going to scoop, so that's going to be a triple up for Nicole.
Wow.
And Andrew's probably still going to have some chips left, I think, so I don't think we're going to bust anybody there, but the German is going to get, Nicole's going to get a triple up, and Andrew's going to take the side pot between him and Ian from Ireland. And on they'll go. So don't bust anybody, but three-way all in.
Good calling, Leigh.
And meanwhile, the Swiss are adding to their stack again. Another party. Yeah, heading in the right direction. That's what we like to hear. Again, they're quietly going about. They've still got 3 in, I think. Des, I want to say.
Yeah. The Swiss have three left.
Lost.
Currently
No, they lost the first player, so out in 44th, the first one. But they've still got, say, 3 still going. With the skipper that we just saw then. So they've still got Mark, Benjamin, and Tatiana. So Tatiana we just saw there. I think it's her stack. Also saw a minute ago, Naz made a shove in on feature table and got that through. Blinds are now at 3,000, 6,000. And the Swiss are all in on this table. I'm being called by Andrew out this small blind. Ace queen for Wales, ace 6 for Switzerland. King 7 jack on the flop, 4 on the turn, and a 10 on the river, and it's going to be a double up for Wales through Switzerland. So Andrew's won that little side pot in that hand with Germany and Ireland a minute ago, gets it all in and adds a little bit. He hasn't got loads there though, Des. He's probably got about maybe 15k, something like that, which is about 2.5 bigs. So it's not a lot.
He's got a lot of work to do, but important for Wales still with 4 left.
So meanwhile, back over on the feature table, and Jerome's in the small blind, and Naz is in the big blind. Joe from Portugal has folded, and Di is all in from under the gun +1, folding all the way around, just the blinds to get through. Jerome does the gentlemanly thing and folds. Naz makes the call.
Here we go.
So they haven't. Apparently, they haven't looked. They haven't looked, and they both flip a 10. And Di flips another 10, and Naz has got an 8 to go with his 10 of hearts. So, I don't think she looked. Honest gov. Here we go then. It's the pocket 10s that are at risk here. And out come 2 hearts.
Oh yeah, go on. Bring it all the way home.
For the English player. And there's another heart.
Disaster.
And Naz ruins the dreams of another poker player. And Scotland beat England in that hand. And as Wayne's on the sideline going, that's just the way it's gone for 2 days, to be honest. So we lose Di for England on this feature table. Naz adds a few more to his stack. And that should put us down to 25 now, I think. Des, you'll update that leaderboard. What does make a huge difference? And all in the call on this one, so you can get over to me. I think it's going to be Wales busting this time. And it is shoves with King 8. Andrew does, runs into the ace 5 of Ian on the button. And I think the ace was good. So we're going to lose Andrew Jones in 25th, I want to say. If you just did 26, Des, does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah.
So Andrew Jones
Have I
is
got that
next.
order,
Let me
lovely,
just
right?
confirm.
Just to confirm that, I've got an all-in and a call on this table as well. I'm seeing Ace Queen versus Pocket 8. And we lose Johnny Rees. So Wales lose back-to-back players. And more chips going to Switzerland. There we go. So three exits on the bounce, 2 for Wales and 1 for England.
Johnny Rees. We'll go with 24th.
So down to 23 players now. So nearly half the field gone.
That was Andrew Jones went 25th. Let's just...
Yeah, Andrew Jones 25th and John Rees in 24th. Yeah.
There we go.
That's a huge dent in Wales' chances of meddling in this.
Yeah, it's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. I mean, the winners here are the Netherlands, still with 4 left. They top the table. Wales still in second, but now only with 2 players left. Scotland in third.
Yeah.
And you're starting to get players at that leaderboard table. Team Germany are thinking there might be something in this for us. There might be something in this for us, Leigh.
Yeah. Although I said the Germans have got a couple of players that were short stacked. Obviously, Nicole just got that triple up, and they've still got 4 in. And importantly, they're off the bottom of the leaderboard because their minimums now are higher than Belgium. So they're not going to finish at the bottom of the table, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I suspect that was the headline that was just being given back to the German poker community in that live stream by Sasha. We're off the bottom of the table, and they've been pretty much stuck there for the last day and a half. So that is good news. And meanwhile, on YouTube, Dee says, I must say, Leigh and Des, you do a cracking job. Thank you, sir. Very kind. Wow.
So let me head round, Des, and I will give you an update of the leaderboard on the screen so you can, for those at home, can see where we're at. So that's the latest position. Still at the top with 4 players. Wales just the 2 left. Scotland with 3. Poland, unfortunately, none left. They'll be out of it because others will pick up more points. Portugal still got 2 left in with a shout. The interesting ones are Romania and Switzerland there. Still got 3 players in, and of course Germany down in 10th at the moment, but 4 players still in.
Yeah.
It's amazing how sort of the next 5 to 8 sort of exits will really start shaping up how this is going to look.
Very much.
I certainly don't think I'd be surprised if all of this is decided 1, 2, 3. Before we get to a final table.
I think, Leigh, just to explain to our viewers, that table is sorted by minimums, right? So if you've got 3 players left in, the table is sorted assuming that effectively they'll go out in the next 3 positions. So that's the minimum score that you can get at this moment in time. So it's a very accurate reflection of where we are.
So Luke, I'm on Stefan watch. He's on the big blind and blind to 3,000, 6,000, and he has 6,500 in chips. So he has got fold equity here.
I'd be keeping that 500 for another orbit if I can, Leigh.
So Romania fold. Nicole's got the way for Germany. We're round to Ian from Ireland, who's made the call by the looks of it. Rui from Portugal makes a call as well. Edna out the way for Germany. Switzerland are out the way, as does Tom Banks. So Stefan decides to see a flop. So he checks. So here we go.
Here we go.
It's deuce 6-5. Action back on Stefan. He checks.
He checks.
Min click from Ian. Rui gets underway, and Stefan is all in.
Here we go.
So it's pocket eight for Ian, and it's 7 deuce for Stefan.
It's the hammer.
He's got outs. He's got outs. And 7 gives Stefan 2 pair, but it makes it straight for Ian. And Stefan looks distraught. Distraught, I tell you. He's going to bust in 22nd, I think.
Wow.
Or maybe 23rd, depending on whether they've already got that exit in. You'll confirm that, Des?
Yeah, will indeed.
It might be 23rd. Actually, I think they might have already got that one in on the screen before I looked up.
Yeah,
what
Stefan
can you
goes
do,
in 23rd.
Stefan? What can you do? Yeah. So that means once Des updates that, we'll see that the Netherlands finally lose one of their 4 players.
There we go.
And there you
Lewis, let me go over to you, Leigh. Lewis Young is asking, how are Scotland doing?
Well, they've got 3 players still in, I guess is the point, shape. Really. And here's Tom Banks, so here's one of them. People are asking, how are Scotland doing? So I'm showing them how Scotland are doing. So that's Tom, and Tom's got that number of chips, which looks to me to be about 45. Oh, how good am I? 45,000. I've still got it after all these years. 45,000. So over this side is Gary. And there's Gary for Scotland, and he's playing about 34, I'll say, about 34k, something like that. And that means 1 remaining. Let me head up to the other table. This is the sort of thing we can do for you. So the final Scottish player, which is Naz, he's in a hand, so we'll see that. What's that?
No. It's been aggro, Leigh.
Naz, somebody asked, how is Scotland doing? So I've gone around all the Scottish team, and you're the last of the Scottish team that I'm showing people at home. You'll get this special treatment. So that's a very upset Naz. And that's Naz's stack, which is about 36,500, I reckon. Oh, how good am I? Yeah, how good am I? There we go, 36,500. So that's where they go. Now, bear in mind, blinds are 3,000, 6,000. The average stack is 60,000 at the moment, as we are pretty much halfway through the field.
Fantastic.
So, big pot building here on table 38. Let's see where we've got some action going on here. There's cards in front of Warren for Wales and Asa for England. They've not seen anything community cards yet, so they're busy putting chips in the middle. Looks like Warren raised on the button to 15,000, Asa raised it to 35,000, and Warren went, not for me.
Not today.
On they go. So we've lost another one. We're down to 21. Didn't see who it was, Des.
I shall tell you, Leigh, momentarily.
Hopefully you'll be able to tell me.
We have lost
I think it might
Christina.
Yeah, I was going to say Romanian player up on the feature table, Christina, who is there. Let me see if I can. There we go. There's Christina. Unfortunately, now on the rail, railing her teammate there. Unfortunately, but adding some points to the team. So Romania have got 2 players left now. But Christina will have added about 12 to that total, maybe, I think, possibly. Maybe the next jump up in points, I'm not sure. Once it goes in, Des will confirm that for me.
It is,
12, I thought it was. There we go, 12.
Is.
Thank you very much. So, meanwhile, talking of Romania, they are all in under the button and have been called by Ireland. It's ace-deuce for Romania. It's ace-9 for Ireland. It's going to be the ace-deuce at risk here. So we're just confirming what the count is. It's about 32,500, I think, is the count for Romania. So it's the ace-deuce at risk.
Oh, wow.
5 ace-9. And that's going to be that. And so we're going to lose back-to-back Romanian players, unfortunately. And that's going to be a huge dent in their chances, unfortunately. For them, they've got 1 player remaining now.
I will update that momentarily, Leigh.
Yeah, we are just a couple of players off breaking down to 2 tables, Des, so we're getting close. And we've just lost another one, Des, actually. So Gary's just gone for Scotland. Didn't see the hand, unfortunately. But Asa is stacking chips, so I'm going to assume it's him. Kerry's going to shout it to me.
Yeah,
What was
Gary
that,
Johnson,
Kerry?
20th.
Amazing. Thank you. There we go. Live from Kerry, who really wishes she had a USA team in this. Yeah, but not to be this year. Not to be this year. Nice to see Kerry on the rail, though. So, Jacks versus Ace Queen. Ace on the flop. And that's good for Aces. So we're down to 19 now, Jess. So one more and we're going to break a table. And then we'll have a quick move around. And we've got a Dutch all-in on this feature table. We're going to see it from a Dutch all-in perspective. Here we go. This is what he's watching.
Nash was scared.
Yeah, Naz was scared, but you got it through. Yeah, you're gonna. Oh, he's not going to show us. He's not going to show us what it was. Ah, too late. Pocket 8, he said. Pocket 8. I don't believe it.
Do you
was
believe him?
that good.
I'm not
No.
sure, Lee. I'm not sure I believe him.
I'm not sure I believe him. The table looks shocked. Absolutely shocked. So we've got a few quick exits there. So we're down to 19 now. And Germany still have 4 in. They've now leapfrogged over England into 9th place on this leaderboard.
I mean,
what are you thinking?
This is a moral victory for Germany, and there might be a whole lot else coming their way.
The German stream are getting quite excited about this.
Very
This is
exciting.
looking, yeah.
It's the same like last year. My heart is right.
Let's go Germany.
That'll be the
We have to win 1, 2, 3, 4 to win anyway.
wowzers.
So, still a long way to go in this, because normally by now we kind of start seeing some of these min-maxes balancing out so we can see where we're at. Netherlands have got 3 players left in. They've got a minimum of 216. But actually, as you can see, loads of countries, still their max beats that 216. So normally by now, we kind of, we're down to maybe half the field can do this, Des. As you can see, apart from Belgium, England, and Poland, everybody else can beat the Netherlands minimum at the moment.
Yeah, still open.
So these Dutch players can't take it easy here.
They can't rest on their clogs, Lee, is what you're saying. There is still a lot to play for. How is Andreas?
Got an all in the call on this one.
Okay.
We've got Ace 4 it's Ace 4 for Switzerland against King Queen for Portugal, by the looks of it. Ace on the flop. And a 4 for good measure, and it's going to be a double up for Switzerland. Through Portugal. On we go. And whilst we're here, that's Edna's stack for Germany. Still got 4 players in, so quietly happy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We all know.
Don't upset the Feng Shui, Lee.
No. Feng Shui German?
I think it might be further eastern than that, Lee.
Quite possibly. Honestly, these German streamers are back to this leaderboard on a very regular basis here. It's I think genuinely they are quietly getting excited that they could be in with a shot here of a medal, maybe. Yeah, a medal is possible.
The next goal is place 3.
Yeah, yeah. That's where they're going for. Yeah. So just to be clear, Germany are the only team with 4 players still in, and they've got a bit of hope now. They didn't have any at the start, I don't think, but they now have some hope. So I just showed you Edna for Germany. So there's Nicole playing about 25, a bit more. About 25, about 25,000.
Hanging on in there.
So Ramona over this side for Germany has got about 22-ish. Yeah, about 22. Yeah, so going well with 22,000. And then we'll head up to the top. And the remaining German player, Michael's playing about 15,000. So, yeah, so they're the 4 German players, the only team with 4 still in are Germany. And they have a dream.
They're going for the win.
They have a hope.
I'm convinced now they're
going
for
it. They are going for it. They think they've got a chance, and they certainly do. Blinds are 4,000, 8,000 though, so I mean it is getting really, really shallow at the moment because obviously people are hanging on for points here. So that's the way it's this type of tournament. It always happens this way that players will play really tight. They're going to want to try and ladder up. This is all about points for the final leaderboard here because the top 3 teams will get paid out the prize money, the APAT medals plus the WCOAP bracelets. So that's what this is all about. It's hanging on. It's sometimes folding in spots that you wouldn't normally fold in.
You've got to do what you've got to do. Rob Orell is out there, Leigh, with Welsh flags. Is it Cymru Aba? Is that right, Leigh, or have I murdered that? I've probably murdered that.
No, you've done very well with that. That's very, very good indeed. Well, they've got a decent stack with Warren there. Warren's playing, probably, I think Ace is probably the chip leader of this. Oh, we got an all in the court. I need to get out. Let me get over. I'm seeing Ace 7 for Nicole versus Queen 10 for Ian from Ireland. And it's going to be a double up for Nicole. And you can hear
they're getting very emotional. They're getting very. I'm not used to seeing this emotion, Leigh.
It's nice to see. So Ireland doubling up Germany. Quick. They are really buzzing for this. It's quite fun to watch.
I get a feeling there might be a lot of Red Bull involved here, Leigh.
All in Nicole. It's Aces versus Ace 10. The Ace 10 belongs to, I think it's the Aces belong to Netherlands, I think. Yes. And it's through Warren, I believe, or through Wales. So Darren for Netherlands with Aces against the Ace 10 of Warren. Double up for the Netherlands through Wales.
Huge double.
Yeah, that's massive for them because although they're still top of the table, they've got people chasing them. I mean, I keep saying, and I've said it for a good last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, keep an eye on Switzerland. Keep an eye on Switzerland.
Wow.
And Edna is all in for Germany, and so is Tom Banks for Scotland. It's folded round to Ian for Ireland in this small blind with a decision to make, and we've still got Portugal in the big blind as well, Des. So there's going to be
Ian looks interested here, Leigh.
Yeah, so Tom's had to have 10,000 pulled back because it was a call for the all in from Edna, who's under the gun. So Tom's holding back 10,000 at the moment, but decision is still on Ian. And we've still got Rui to act as well once the Irishman makes his decision. And he looks like he's going to...
Need some chips.
He's counted out one of the chips. He's counted them out, so we'll see what he's going to do. And he makes the call. Portugal...
Rui doesn't look
So we're going to have action... Yeah. We're going to have action to follow here pre-flop. So cards will stay down for the time being because Tom's still got 10k behind. So we're going to see a flop first of all. And the board is 10-8 king, and decision on Tom is all in, and Ian's going to decide whether to pull the 10,000 off. And he does make the call. So we're now officially 3-way all in. Pocket 9s for Ian. It's pocket jacks for Edna. And Tom flips over pocket 7s. 7s versus 9 versus jacks. Queen. 9 for the straight. It's a straight. 9. The 9 on the river for Ian. Edna thought she was out. But it's a straight.
Somebody watch Edna.
And it's a triple up for Edna.
Wow.
And actually, Ian took the side pot there, I'm assuming, yeah? Yeah, Ian got the side pot. Tom Banks bust in 19th place, I think that was. And we are going to break a table, Des. How about that?
Presumably we're going to break to this one, Lee, are we? Can we break to this one?
No, we're going to break this one. Yeah, well, it's done. Right, so we're down to 18 players now. Once that's updated on the board, Des, whether you've got Scotland's exit there, I think you have you? Oh no, you haven't.
No,
Needs
I'm
to go
just,
in.
Going through a long list. There we go. Tom Banks finishes 19th.
So that is going to drop Scotland massively down the list now. Switzerland step up a little bit more. It's just anybody's at the moment. I just don't know how this is. The next, we're down to 18 players. I can't see this being decided for a final table here.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go to a final table to get a decision here. There's so tight, I think, at the moment.
Lee.
Yeah. Unless there's some crazy exits in the next few levels. So,
We'll go back onto the feature.
so
There we
I'm
go.
trying to keep an eye on a couple of tables here now. So we've got the feature table going, and we've got this one where they're all sat down now. So we'll be ready to get going. Whose drink is that? Can we move the table this side? Is that okay? So we can get through. Would you mind? Could you just pop it? I'm assuming it's Swiss drink, so we'll just put it this side, and then I can get through the wall. I've moved this side. Is that okay? Just so we can get through here. Get through. Lovely. Thank you. Don't mind me, Des. I'm just being furniture removal, man. Right. What we got going on? Let's have a look. Then, what's that? Yeah, Edna. Yeah. Amazing hand. What a hand. Yeah. Edna's moved up onto the feature table now, so chatting there. She's absolutely buzzing after that last hand to get the triple up. So we've got on this feature table now. We've got what we got? Two Dutch, two Portuguese, one from Scotland, one from Wales, two from Germany, and one from Switzerland on this table. And I'll head over to the outer table. And over here we have another two from Switzerland, two from Germany, one from Romania, one from Ireland, one from the Netherlands, one from Wales, and one from England. So that's what we've got left. To be honest, it's much fun following the German streamers round, who are just absolutely flying between tables.
Oh, it's
It's
fantastic.
amazing.
Fantastic. Wow. Okay, 18 left. Has it settled down,
Yeah,
Lee? I'm not sure it has.
Oh, buckle up, guys, because I think this is going to get lively for another couple of hours yet. I think I really do.
Let's go, Naz. This is Howie Jowie.
So Zhao wins that one for Portugal.
And Leigh,
Stacks up some chips.
we have a new innovation here. We do have a leaderboard cam. So if players are gathering around that leaderboard to have a look, we can join them in that experience. It all seems to be all a bit quiet at the moment.
I think it might be out of table all in the call.
Okay.
See if I can get over there quick enough.
With you.
Yeah, pocket eights versus ace 9. And it's Romania versus Switzerland. Jack, deuce, 7, 5, 7, and the eights are going to be good. And I think that means we're going to lose the Swiss player. We are.
That would be Mark Bregnard.
So the Swiss lose one, down to 2, but still in a good shape with 2 players remaining. So on we go, down to 17.
There we go.
I still say the way this is looking, Des, I can't see this being decided before a final table here, the way this is going.
Meanwhile,
I just don't, not sure.
Back on the leaderboard cam, Leigh, German updates are quite frantic now.
Oh, the chatter on the rail, Des, is exceptional. I've just heard a couple of Scotsmen saying we need the Germans to start busting soon. Yeah, it's that's what's going on. So Asa scooping up some chips there for England. I mean, for Asa, I guess now for England, he's got a stack of chips and he might just try and get as many points as he can for England, really. To see this out for them.
Well, and of course he can create havoc with the other countries. There's nothing to lose here, right?
No, absolutely. I think Wales quietly still have some hope because they've still got Nigel in on the feature table and Warren in here, so they've still got 2 players in, yeah.
Yeah. So Wales have 2 in. Just on a min. If you look behind them, Scotland have 1 left. Portugal with 2, Switzerland with 2, Poland are gone. So I mean, yeah. It's with Wales. From a min's point of view, they've fallen about 15, 16 points behind from a minimum point of view. That's the only concern.
Obviously, the Dutch still with 3 in.
Yeah.
They are still the ones to catch.
Oh yeah, it's really about how long do they keep them for. It's all very quiet on the feature table.
Darren's got a stack of about 30,000. So blinds are 4,000, 8,000. So he's only got about four bigs. Then Andreas here is playing 20, 30, 35 as well. Darren's got a few more. He's on maybe about 45,000. So none of them are super stacked. Average stack now is 78,000. So none of the Dutch are over average stack, Des, but they're weirdly the chips are with on this outer table are with Asa from Romania, from England, sorry, and the Romanian player over here who's got absolute chunks of chips.
Yeah.
But only 1 Dutch player on this table. So this could play well for the Dutch because they're keeping away from the big stacks, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's as stacked up as those 2 players on the actual feature table. I will go and double check, but I'm pretty sure there's nobody anywhere near those 2 stacks. No, they're not. So they're the 2 big stacks,
Chips
England and
there.
Romania on this outer table. Yeah, and the Dutch are avoiding them basically, which could be beneficial for them.
Yeah, Dutch looking very comfortable on the feature table, Leigh. Very comfortable indeed.
And Switzerland captain in seat 1, nicely stacked as well with those white chips worth 5k and the blue 1ks behind with a little rubber duck on top.
That's a quacker.
And it's Romania all in from the bottom. And Ireland are going to make the call. So it's pocket deuces for Romania. It's ace king for Ireland. And it's diamonds ace with the ace king. And there's 2 diamonds on the board. Here comes an ace on the turn. And a 3. So it's going to be, we're just going to do a counter. It's going to be a double up for Ireland. The shove with deuces from the button and runs into ace king suited. Pretty much snap call for me in there from Ireland. Meanwhile, there's chips in the middle over on the feature table. Let's get over because we have Naz all in. And it's folded all the way round to Andreas on the big blind that's Naz is getting frisky at the feature table.
How about you take them?
Andrews looks really happy about it. Yeah. So Naz showed 5-3 there. Des, I don't know whether you saw that, but shoved with 5-3. Says he didn't look, but you know.
Well, Scotland's still in
I'm
third,
convinced
and
it's
Naz
probably-
is their last hope.
So on we go, just keeping an eye on both tables, making sure we're not missing anything if there's chips going in the middle. And Andreas is all in from the small blind and got that through. Michael folds in the big blind for Germany. And this is how tight it is. This is say it's like 10 bigs is the average stack at the moment, Des, but of course this is the critical time. And when it goes this close to the wire, down to 17 players now from 44, and still nothing is decided.
Wow.
For anyone tuning in, this is the WCOAP International Team Championship for 2024. 11 countries represented by 4 players per team, 44 in total. They've been playing 2 days with the poker. Yesterday they played 2 phases of sit and goes and heads up. Today they've played 1 phase of sit and goes, and now they're playing the final MTT. They earn points throughout those 2 days, with the top team winning the WCOAP bracelets for 2024 and the APAC gold medals, and second and third pick up the silver medal and bronze medal, and then the cash paid out for those top 3 teams as well. So it's all about the points, all about trying to outdo the other countries. They play a number of variants, so they play No Limit Hold'em, PLO and PLO 8, and obviously the heads up as well. And yeah, it's been a good 2 days. Played in really good spirit. Nice to see lots of new faces here. Some that have played the event before, but plenty of new players that have experienced this for the first time. And what we say is, nearly all of the players that play this event come away just saying how much a great 2 days they've had of poker, and met and created new friends for life by playing this event.
Yeah, always one of our most popular events, Leigh, across the season, always.
Well, folded all the way around, and Jerome's going to get a walk. The Dutchman gets a walk. That's the way to do it.
That's as good as it gets.
So we bust down to 2 tables, lost one very quickly, the Swiss player, and Yeah, we've calmed down a little bit at 17 here now, Des, but
Yeah,
it's
it
not
has
going to
calmed
take
down.
long because the blinds are about to go up again because we're about 50 seconds from the end of level 11 here. And a number of these players are jumping into, I think the Crazy Pineapple late reg is closed now, but the mini main I think might still be open. So they've got things to still play tonight if they want to jump in and get another event. So we've got one more level before the players will be on another break. So all in from Warren for Wales and gets that through and shows Ace King. Gets that one through.
Line 0, 5K, 10K.
So under the gun, and Rui is all in for Portugal. Edna folds as Switzerland folds Mark, and it's round to Andreas for the Netherlands. And he's going to fold, as does Michael. Michael's down to one big for Germany, but still sat there at the moment. And just the button, just the blinds to get through, actually. If he gets through Naz in the small blind, I would imagine he's going to get through his teammate in the big blind with King 8, which he does. so
Reasonable.
So Rui shoving on the big blind of his teammate. And to be honest, it's not like he needs the chips because he's got a reasonable number there. So, but to be honest, I don't think anybody is super stacked anymore. And with the way the blinds are going, they're now at 5,000, 10,000. Average stack is just 80,000. So they're playing 8 bigs here, but this is how this always plays out as they're clinging on now, trying to work out the numbers.
Yeah.
You need to bring a calculator with you when you come and play this event.
Calculator's no good here, Lee. It just changes every 5 minutes. It's like, yeah. You need a Cray computer from the old days.
Yes, can you just confirm to me seat 2 on the feature?
Yep. That's Ben Vinegar.
That's Ben. Yeah, lovely. Okay, excellent. I wasn't sure whether it was Ben or Mark from Switzerland. So Darren is all in for the Netherlands over here on the outer table. I'm heading in, and it's going to be called. It's going to be called by Germany.
Oh, this is huge.
It's pocket queens for the Netherlands. It's Queen 9 for Germany. Hopefully you can see that.
Yeah.
Jack.
Oh, it's an ace.
And it's going to be a double up for the Netherlands through Germany, through Ramona. But Germany desperate for a jack on the river there, but it wasn't to be. And the Dutch on the rail are super happy about that. It's when you're there watching it and you're hearing so many different calls from the rail of what they want to see, and it's never the same. Now Naz is all in, and just the blinds to get through, and I think he's got through those. He has, yeah, and Naz adds to his stack, playing it quite well on this feature table. Des, it's basically, it's all in or fold from Naz. But look,
Nice and calm. It's working.
of it. Yeah. Stefan is like the Dutch expectant father. He's just literally moving between tables, like, doesn't quite know what to do with himself, really. But whilst his three teammates are trying to see this out for the Netherlands.
Famously, Leigh, I don't know, was it last year or the year before, at around this time we said, there's no way England can lose this. They then proceeded to lose it.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, right?
2 years ago, that was, yeah.
They then went on and did lose it to Scotland. Is there any way the Dutch can lose this, Leigh?
I'd need to have a look at the leaderboard. I haven't had a look at it for a little while. Let me see if I can head over and
let's do that.
I'll show you that table. I'll show you that table whilst I'm looking at the leaderboard. So the Dutch have got a min now of 222. Yeah, I mean, if they bust. I mean, if Darren had lost that hand against the Germans, and the others aren't super stacked, but whilst they're seeing others exit, it's not them.
Yeah,
they're in a strong position. But I've never seen it this close. Where, I mean, the Netherlands minimum is 222. Germany can still score a maximum of 337. I mean, let me see if I can bring this down at this smaller screen I've got here, and you can see where we're. There we go. So that's where we're still at.
Yeah. Germany.
So it's still all to play for. Yeah, I really don't see this coming. Even we're only I need to lose half the field to get onto the final table, but I can see this going right to the wire. And that's when they'll be double checking your exits entries, Des. Yeah. And I think that's I think that's England busting Ramona. Yeah. So Ramona had King Queen and gets busted by Asa. First German player to leave, though, in a very superb 17th place with three of them still in. Superb effort. Ace is not bothered. He's not bothered. So we are down to 16 now.
So Peter Wigglesworth said, tell Stefan if they win, he is buying the fish and chips.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Sure, no problem, he
Peter,
says.
I can buy the fish and chips if we win. No problem at all.
Absolutely no issues. I think we're all in for that fish and chips.
Just back to the feature table to see Naz taking his chips back. So I think he was all in again. And I think we just lost another German player on this feature table. I think Michael was all in with one big blind and is out. So I think that is going to be Michael out in 16.
Yeah, so I haven't seen
he's been moved. All right, no, he's not. He's just been moved and taken his one big blind.
Did not see this on the exit list.
No, he's taken his one big blind to the other table.
Does he need a hand with that
down, and he's now sat next to his teammate on this table here.
I think, one big blind.
He's going to be in. He's going to be in the blinds very soon. So he's left Edna all alone on this feature table. Let's see if we can get in there. See, so that's didn't really need a rack to get those down. It's one big, but it is very much two chips and a chair for Michael, and he's coming round to the big blind shortly. Well, I'll keep an eye on the feature table as well, but I'm going to hang on here on this table because I have a funny feeling in the next couple of hands. Very interesting spot coming up though, because he's going to be in the big blind with his teammate in the small blind.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I can't believe anyone on the table is going to let it get round to the two blinds.
Does feel like we've been here before, Lee. 12 months ago. Let's see if it goes that way.
Well, I don't think this is anything like 12 months ago, to be honest, Des. I think,
No, it's a different scenario.
The stack size is
Different
massively
scenario, for
different
sure.
to this. Yeah,
But
massively
you could
different.
certainly end up seeing one taking the other out, just through circumstance. Just take a look at the feature.
So he's all in under the gun, which is the right thing to do with this. So it's folded round to Warren on the button, and so Michael is all in under the gun. Warren makes the call, Asa makes the call, and Nicole is going to check. So we're going to see 4 players to see a flop here, which is quite mad this point in time. But they're going to see a board of Queen Deuce 6, and it's Asa checks. They check all the way round. Ace on the turn. It's gone check again, and Warren checks again. So we're going to see a river card. Brings the third club. It's gone check round to Warren, and Warren bets out 10,000. That's going to be enough. Warren's got the clubs. Warren has got Deuce 3 of clubs, and is going to bust Michael with 10
Wow.
10 jack. Sorry, and Michael is going to bust in 15th place, and we're down to 14 runners now. Back-to-back German exits. That's going to change everything again.
So Michael goes out in 16th. There we go. I'm surrounded by a plethora of cameras just as we input this, Lee.
So there we go. So Germany down to 2 now. Yeah, it's starting to feel tightening up there. Now that anyone with 2 left in, I think, really is in the mix still here. It's tough for those with 1, but hey, if that one that's left is going to go on and win the whole thing, you just never know. It could bring them a medal. Still a possibility for a lot of countries to get themselves a medal, but those with 1 left are going to need their remaining player to probably win the thing. So on we go. So 15 left then, Des. We're getting closer to that final table. Naz has a shoving stack.
As always, has a shoving stack.
Yeah. The scary thing is he actually has there's probably 2 stacks on here smaller than, certainly Andrews has got less chips than him for the Dutch. Jerome's not got much more than Naz. So Naz could cause a bit of carnage here for the Dutch guys. They're not going to want to get involved against him because he's playing quite aggressive on this table. He's the only Scots player left, but meanwhile, Zhao gets a walk with 8-9 of diamonds, so he's quite happy.
I got to remember here, Scotland holding on to 3rd. Obviously, Naz their only player left, but they're holding on to 3rd. So yeah, he's been aggressive.
You should switch to your other characters. The leaderboard is getting a lot of action at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've moved that camera.
You mean you got bored of leaderboard cam after what, one shot?
Yeah, I needed a camera on the other table, unfortunately.
So Germany all in on the outer table and is going to be called by at least 1, if not 2. I think it could be a Romania and Ireland. I'm going to get in there so I can see. And yeah, it's Romania and Ireland with cards. So 3 players to the flop with Germany all in. 6, ace, 5. It's gone check. 7 on the turn. They're checking again. We're going to see a river. And it's a 5 on the river. Check. So Ace Jack for Ireland, Jack 7, and it's King 8 for Germany, and we're going to lose Nicole in 14th place. So Ireland stacking up some chips, and unfortunately that's three. Is that 3 in a row for Germany now? I think it was 3 in a row. Des exits.
Nicole in 15th, Lee.
And I don't know whether Edna wants to move, but she's being moved from the feature table to the outer table, where basically her German colleagues have all just been busted.
Oh no!
That's not a good table for Germany.
It's come apart at the seams. Unfortunately, Ramona, Michael, Nicole, consecutive positions there, but an outstanding effort nonetheless.
As Edna's going into that spot, I'd say this has not been a good table for Germany, but we'll see what Edna can do with her remaining chips.
Come on,
she's
Edna.
Probably got about 50k, maybe something like that, maybe a bit more than that, maybe 60. So players are going to be on a break in 4.5 minutes, Des. So we will do likewise, keep the stream running, but we'll just pause whilst the players are having that break.
Is that a 15-minute break, Lee?
It is a 15 minutes, yeah.
I'm being called DJ Des here by the passing crowd. The Silver
John
Fox,
Murray's just
John
described
Murray.
Des as DJ Des on the decks.
On the Des.
And a warm welcome to John Murray to the WCOAP 2024.
The class has finally shown up, Lee.
Did you say class?
Yeah. I meant the class of 67.
Just checking.
I think we need Naz needs to make at least. That's also good for us. Yeah, Portugal, Swiss scoring for you. Yeah, we have number 14 at the moment. Yeah, Belgium. So I'm mistaken group of team captain. He updates.
So Andres is in a big blind with 10,000 in the middle. He's got about 8,000 behind, being raised by Zhao, and Andres lets it go. And he's going to be in the small blind this time. And he's really now on absolute fumes here. He's hoping he can just get through this hand because he's obviously can fold it, which will then leave him with less than half a big blind to see out another orbit. I think that's the way he's going to play it.
Yeah, he's just taking the points, Lee. Whatever we can get. That's it. We're committed now.
So we'll see what does happen on this one. Whether they feel it's enough points to go with 2. Remember, Darren is not that stacked on that outer table. I mean, Jerome is all in here under the gun with his teammate in the small blind. Is he going to try and double him up? No, he's going to fold. So only the Welshman to get through. So Jerome makes the shove under the gun with his teammate in the small blind. Yeah, and so he's left him on absolute fumes now, Andrews, but he's got an orbit, basically.
Wow, okay.
We're currently 7-handed on this table, so that's where he's at. He's going to have 6 hands, basically, to see this out. The players are going to be on a break in just over a minute anyway, so they'll have time to have a chat during the break. Naz makes a shove. Is somebody going to wake up with a hand this time? And Rui's all in
Wow, here we
for
go.
Portugal.
Scotland's last chance of a medal hanging by a thread here.
I think Portugal have just got Scotland covered here, stack wise. They have.
Hanging by a
But
thread,
we've
Leigh.
still got action. We've got action. I think there might be an all in the call on the other table, I heard, but I'm not sure whether it is. Yeah, there's chips being counted, so I can't see that a minute, Des. So just keep an eye whether there is something going on there or not. We've certainly got an all in the call here on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely chips going in on the other table, but we'll review that in a second.
Andreas has waited until it's break time to fold. So here we go then. It is pocket tens for Naz. It is ace king for Rui. So it's the tens that are at risk here. Here we go.
All right, guys. When the hand will be completed.
7, 10, 8. And that's going to be good. And it's going to be a full double up for Scotland and leave Portugal very, very short on this feature table. I'm going to quickly delve over, Des, to the outer table because there were chips in the middle. Let's see what we got going on. And we've got Romania all
Don't know if they're
in.
guaranteed yet, but they're close.
So, right then, Des. So Romania are all in on this outer table.
Yeah.
It's folded round to Warren Jones for Wales on the button. We've still got then the small blind and big blind to go yet. So these three still to act. While meanwhile Romania are all in. So Warren's folded. Ace are next to the side. He's going to fold. Edna gets out of the way. Romania are going to get on through, and players will be on the break. And shows ace queen gets shown there. There we go. And that is going to be the players, as you can see, all heading to the bar rather quickly on a break. Right, so we will do likewise, Des, yep?
I think that makes perfect sense. So, as Leigh said, guys, we're going to leave the stream running. We'll just put it on silent for the interim. And we'll see you all back in just under 15 minutes.
I'm gaming out. Right, that should be it. How's that?
Yeah, there we go. So we'll shortly be back with you folks. Players just taking their seats. We have 14 left in the team championship, individuals, but really it's the Netherlands with 3 left, Wales with 2. Portugal have 2, Switzerland have 2. Really, there's 5 countries that could take any of the medals.
Right, so, Des, we're about to see some action on this feature table because Rui for Portugal, having doubled up Naz in the last hand before the break, has got not even one big, maybe. I know he's got a bit more than one big, actually, 1.5 bigs.
Yeah.
Andreas over here has got half a big. So it's folded round to him.
We're seeing a flop over on the other table. I'm too far away to
fold. Yeah, no, I'm heading in. It's all in the call. It's Ireland with chips in the middle. I'm going to get over there if I can against Romania, and it's going to be Ireland busting Romania. Ace King versus Ace Queen was the hand, so we lose Romania in 13th place, and I think 13th, unless it's already
14th, Lee.
Oh, it's already been done on the screen. They're super quick. So so Ireland stacking the chips, and we'll head back to the feature table. We're down to 13 players now, and Romania are bust on the outer table. So on we go. Blinds are at 6,000, 12,000 now. So Scotland in the small blind here, and Portugal in the big blind with Portugal teammate Rui first to act under the gun and is all in for just over. It's probably a blind and a half, I think. So Switzerland out of the way, and decision back on Andreas, who I've got a funny feeling will take some time. Fairly quick fold for him this time, and Wales get out of the way. Jerome for the Netherlands.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He folds as well. Round we go then, just the 2 blinds to go. So now just clarifying what his action is, what he's available to do. Dealer says you can do anything.
Well, Naz could do anything here.
We've got Rui teammate Zhao in the big blind. He knows if he folds this, obviously the big blind's going to fold as well. There's no way is he going to call. And he does exactly that. And so, but to be fair to Rui, he had pocket fours there, so he wasn't shoving with any old two.
Yeah.
And Andreas trying to give Naz some advice here, which I think actually results in saying, it'd be great if you could all bust each other, because that will help us. Yeah. So Rui in the big blind this time, so... And it's folded all the way around. Chips in the middle on the outer table. I'm just trying to see where they're going. They're being stacked, so we're going to see a flop there on that outer table. Jerome's all in here, though, so we'll keep an eye on this one for the time being. But I will be ready to head over to that other table. Des, I can see a flop on the board there.
Yeah.
And it's whether Jerome's going to get this one through. Oh, it's going to get a call from Rui. So it's going to be Netherlands with ace queen against Portugal's ace jack. It's ace jack at risk here. 10 ace 6 4 9. We're going to lose Rui in 13th place. I'm heading over there because whether there was an exit here or not. I think it's a double up for. It might have been a treble up for the Dutch with a very short stack. So it pretty much had one big, I think, looking at the stack he's got now. But he's basically got that through and lives to fight another day. He was in the big blind last hand, so Darren there. He's got a week now. Yeah, he's got a week's worth there. He'd be good for a while. So he's okay. So he's living to fight another day there. Andreas on the other feature table is going to be coming around to the big blind very soon. But meanwhile, of course, it's another exit, Des, yeah, which only helps the Dutch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Dutch 3 left again. Super strong now, one would assume. Meanwhile, the Germans surveying the leaderboard as we take you back to the feature table.
He's been a bit loose with a couple of his folds in the past two hands. Yeah, maybe keep the cards on the deck. Yeah. So here we go. The hand Andreas has been waiting for here is going to be all in on the button. On the button on the big blind even. It's been a long day. A very long day. Here we go then. Let's see what happens to this one.
He's become the tango man.
We're going to see some action for sure. It's just who it's going to be, I think. Fold. Round we go to Zhao. And he's all in.
Chips are going in.
And Switzerland out the way in a small blind, so card's going to be on the back. It's going to be Dutch all in, and it's ace 9 for Portugal versus, and it's king 5. King in the window. And it's a double up for Andreas. He just wants to get round another orbit, and he's going to get round another orbit because he's got enough to actually fold his small blind and live to fight another day. He's hung on in there. Des got lucky when up against an ace with his king, and he's going to make another orbit now.
Wow.
Can I go to the other side? I can't do anything.
Lad, can
you go the other side? Because it's just you're blocking that camera. Sorry, boys. Can you go the other side? I got a camera over there. You don't see that at Sky Sports, Lee.
Yeah. So on we go. And yeah, Andreas basically, Naz raised up that one and adds to his stack because Andreas folds the small blind, but he does live to fight another day with about, it's got about 6k there, which is one small blind. And on we go, but it says there's not a huge amount of chips on this table. It always felt like that outer table there had most of the chips.
It certainly did, and see stacks of them with Team Ireland there. And we're going to deal a new hand on the outer table.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, just fold them. Yeah, just fold them. Yeah. Yeah, just give it. Just stop it from happening then. Yeah.
We've seen some aggro there, Lee.
Yeah, well, there's been 3 hands where Andreas has flamboyantly folded his cards and shown them to the table while doing it accidentally. But to be fair, I mentioned it to him after 2 times, saying just be careful when you're folding your cards. And it happened the 3rd time, and the first person who was right, it's quite rightly said, "Yeah, come on, this is just ridiculous." Yeah, you know, we know Andrews can be, loves a good feature table and is good entertainment for it. But at the same time, just if you're folding your cards, just fold them. You don't need to fling them across the table.
Yeah.
No, absolutely no need for it whatsoever. So yeah, it's all calmed down now. But it's quite right to say it because, to be honest, yeah, the dealer should have said something by now to say.
We've got a flop on the outside table there, Lee.
Yeah, I'll see if I can head over there.
Back with you.
It's gone to a turn as well. What we're seeing: 5 deuce jack 4, and it's Ireland versus England. 9 on the river. If you can see that, hopefully you can. I think you can.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
Lovely. And Jack shown from Ireland. I think that's enough to take that down, which it is. So we'll head back because Andrews is going to be round in the big blind very, very shortly. He's under the gun this hand. So Jerome is all in. And Naz on the button gets out of the way, as to Xiao from the small blind. So Switzerland in the big blind. Decision on them. And he's going to fold. So very next hand is going to be the Netherlands all in on the big blind. So we'll head round this side because then you can see because it is quite busy here, Des. I mean, we thought we'd set up here because it'll be out of the way and nobody will. And
nobody will find us.
There's a massive rail of players watching this final two tables play out. And basically, Andries from the Netherlands is all in this hand. If it certainly folds round to the Swiss player on the small blind, I have a feeling he won't be not making the call. First of all, there's a little bit of action with the other players. Well, a fold from Wales. Now, is Jerome going to give his teammates some, or try and give them some protection here? I think he might, because I think he's reaching for a load of the 5k white chips, and which means he might be raising. But decides against it in the end and folds. Naz folds, as does Xiao. So it's going to be blind on blind, and I think we know what's happening here.
Didn't like it.
He's made the call because he has to. It's Jack 6
it.
against King 9. Hits a Jack 6. Sorry, for the lucky. I'm losing it tonight. 6 for the for Swiss and a Jack on the river, which means we are going to lose. Andries in 12th position, cracking run from the Dutchman. Swiss win that hand, and Andries adds points, and the Dutch are down to 2 players remaining. But good work by him. Did what needed doing for the team. Will that be enough? We will find out. All in the call on the other table, Des. I'm going to get over there as quick as I can.
Yeah, good luck with that, Leigh.
And it's I'm seeing Queen Jack, and his ace has got chips in the middle, and we're counting up the Swiss stack, and I think it's a double up for Switzerland. Yeah, so they've still got 2 players in, the Swiss. I did say keep an eye on them.
You're absolutely right.
And England have doubled up the Swiss captain. So we are down to 11 to double up for Switzerland.
So Netherlands and Wales remain 1 and 2 here, Leigh. Both now with 2 players left. The Netherlands currently have a 20-point lead. So still open, but it's not an insignificant lead. But
Wales have very. I mean, I've not talked about Wales much, Des, but they've very quietly gone about their business here with 2 left in, and they've been here before. They know how to do this.
As your leaderboard cam, we've got the German team again assessing what might be possible. Currently down in 9th. Here we go, Stefan checking the leaderboard. Nervous time for the Dutch. Yeah, we think he likes the current position though. Here we go, Stefan checking the leaderboard. Nervous time for the Dutch.
Oh, it's interesting with Andrew's karting. It seems to have calmed down a little bit here. Now they've got rid of the short stack player, but Wales are all in on the button, and Jerome makes the shove from the small blind. Naz still to make a decision in the big blind.
Well, I mean, if this is Wales against Holland, Leigh, this is a big hand. This is huge. If that's where we end up.
So Wales all in from the button, and Naz still to make a decision. Naz is going to fold, so it's going to be Wales versus the Netherlands. King Jack for Wales. It's pocket aces for the Netherlands. 8-6 deuce with a couple of clubs. There's King Jack of clubs on the board. 7 of spades is safe. 8 of diamonds, and we're going to lose the Welshman. He is going to bust in 11th place, and we're down to 10 on off the final table here, but still, Des, nothing is decided.
No, but that's a hugely significant hand right there.
Yeah, and Jerome got a decent stack there now.
Yes, he does. So let's have a look, see if we can get Garrett.
So Germany all in on the outer table, Des. Let's see if we get a caller. It's Edna with about 30 call. The Swiss make the call. Ireland out the way. So it's Switzerland versus Germany. Ace Jack for Switzerland. Ace 9 for Germany. It's the Ace 9 at risk. You can hear what the Germans are calling for. And that's going to be that. And we're going to lose Edna in 10th place, which is we'll have our final table, Des. We'll get that exit put on the system, and we'll see where that leaves us. I think it's still undecided.
There we go, folks. Oh, hold up. 10. Here we go. It is updated.
So we can confirm that the Duck, with that exit, are guaranteed a medal.
Come on, op naar meer. Dit is echt één moet makkelijk winnen, joh. Jeroen, 20 punten hebben we extra nodig. Dan zijn we er.
So we're going to have a 10-minute break whilst we set up this final table, Des.
Okay, Leigh, let me just set that up
and
here.
We will be... They're just going to sort out drawing the final table. There'll be a quick 10-minute break whilst they do that. And we will then get this final table underway with still the top positions still to be decided. We know Netherlands have got a medal, but still in the shout for a medal. Portugal, Switzerland, Scotland, Wales. I think Ireland, it might be tough for them now. They need to win it, and that would only potentially get them bronze. So I think that might be out of the way. But I certainly would say Portugal, Switzerland, Scotland, Wales, in with a shout of those other 2 medals. We know the Netherlands have got 1 set, but we just don't know what colour.
Well, it's hard to look at that and back against the Netherlands taking down the whole thing now. But they need to keep in the game. Keep in the game. Switzerland, as you said, Leigh, they're up to 4th now. Still have 2 players left. It's sort of back in their hands, really. Very good. So, folks, we are on a break. About 9 minutes left, so we'll be back with you shortly, just as we set up this final table. And as you can see, the Dutch celebrating their medal guaranteed now. Just a question of what colour. And do they repeat their success of 2019 in Vienna, where they won this title? Okay, so
You, you want a mute break, yeah? They won't be long. Oh, right, okay. This is all about who busts on the final table, isn't it? I think we leave that screen that side of that rail. Yeah, I think we leave that screen that side of the rail. But they all need to go that side. No, they just need to go down the rail. If they want to go and see it, they just go along the rail. Yeah. If they want to go and see it, basically, it's a basic. Keep out of this area, guys. You need to go that side. Yeah, because you'll catch them all on camera then. You see, so it's all good fun, isn't it? Yeah. Hmm? Ridiculous. I don't think it got him any more points, though. I don't think it. I don't. It might have done a few more, but it might have. He might come in another 2 years. So it might come. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's not. It's not. Yeah. It's not much in it. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, they locked up a medal. I'd be amazed with them. But as for the other two medals, and possibly Warren, just for good measure. Yeah. But that's basically you need to bust them early. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Ace is playing. Ace is yeah. He's a good chunk. Yeah. So if I was him, I just and they need to win it. If they win it, they might not get bronze, but they could. But if he busts them all, yeah. What's that? Still, still have nightmares about that. What could have been? What could have been? What was it? Okay. 2009. Were you there for the? Yeah. So were you the Poland? Yeah, the Poland heads up playoff. Yeah. Because because I was talking to Ian about it last night. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, crazy. So win it and you're guaranteed a medal, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're in a position where, you can't get the right players and just go for it. Yeah, yeah. It's good, isn't it? Good fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's how you play the game. Yeah, 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 yeah. All of the points ladder is what matters. Yeah, yeah. Oh, but Andrews Dutch guy played it right. You know, slow players fold everything. Just anything you can do. Just do. Yeah. He was a bit off with some of his folds. I did, to be honest, I don't blame him. Yeah, well, I'd warned him after two and went, just be careful with your folds. And then he did it again. So to be honest, I don't blame him for going, yeah, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because and the fact is, you would do exactly what he was doing in their shoes. Of course you would. Because you'd be like, yes, I would. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where's your draw? Oh, I'll tell you what. What do you want? Do you want Warren to nurse that stack or do you want to go for it? That now. I want. But what do you think you need ladder wise to get to a medal? If you want the ladder to be you want the ladder to be Scotland and if you want Scotland and Portugal go, that pretty much means it's going to be yeah. So Portugal, where is he? No, he's got 82 less. He's got less than him. Naz has got a little bit more. So the trouble is the Swiss have got Tatiana with 200k. So even if you lose one, they've still got another one. Oh, they're like, yeah. And sit there quietly and just let them do it. Yeah. There is that. That is the other tactic to play. Just go. Actually, I'm not going to get involved in anything, and let them think they need to do something. Yeah. It's all got tactical. Yeah. Well, they're thinking ladder to a medal, and then see where they are. That's where they're going to go with it. I think.
So
That's
welcome
where they're
back,
going to go with it.
everyone.
So I think.
The final table has just been set here. The players have had a short break. They're now taking their seats, and we will be ready to resume action in just a couple of minutes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, is the stream in the group? Can you? Yeah. Yeah, see if we can. Yeah. Yeah. Right, welcome back, everybody.
Done strange dances in front of the leaderboard. Absolutely brilliant. All right, let's get back to the feature table. So we're just waiting for Leigh's audio to come back online. That'll be just a minute, and we will be back around the table with Leigh.
There is. Yeah, it's pretty much happening straight away. Yeah.
There we go. I can hear you in my ear, Leigh.
See whether that's any better. See whether that's any better. Okay. I'm hearing. Des. I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing myself in my ears. How? What am I doing? So, is it from that mic? No. Is it from that mic? Speaking to the mic. No, I don't hear. But I hear me.
Just connect again, Leigh. I don't know if that's. I don't know. Oh, it's connecting though.
I'm heading back. Are you done? I just wanted to leave.
I chose a bad time to do it, I know that.
You good? Everything all right?
Spiritually, yes. Financially, no. So
Oh dear.
I'm going to write the day off. And
Woes of a poker player in the background here.
against
Paul Haycock, spiritually good, financially not so good today.
everyone does.
And Lee's still trying to reconnect, folks, so we do apologise for that.
Romania, you only have to get 50, you could claim a bronze medal.
Right, go.
Okay, we think we're back up and running. It might have been a battery issue, who knows, but we are good. Lee has rejoined.
Have you got me? Yeah, have you got me?
Yeah, I have got you, my
Excellent.
friend.
There we go, all clear. If in doubt, switch off and switch back on. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's-
always, always.
That's the way to do it. So we've not lost anybody here on this final table, so we're good to go.
Oh, Lee,
And we are.
Tom Slickbore in the chat box, watching the entire stream, brings back so many great memories. Too bad I couldn't take it up a spot on this year's Belgium team, but I hope to make a return next year. Good luck to everyone still in. Lovely to hear from you, Tom. Lovely to hear from you, my friend. And Grant Spears, ex-Scottish international, is this the final table? Yes, it is. Final table
is.
of the Team MTT, leg 5.
Final table with nothing decided yet. Let me show you quickly what the screen is. Let me get in here, Des, to see
Yeah,
if, you
there we
can, if
go.
I can get that up on screen. So you can, oh, crikey, typical, that goes all funny when we try and do that. Let me do that, and there you can see. That's where we're at the moment, and I will quickly run you through who's on the table any second now.
Okay.
You flick back to yours for a second, Des, back to
can
the other.
do
There we
that.
go. Give me a chance to...
And Grant says, miss you all, gang, and we miss you too, Grant. Hope you're keeping well north of the border.
There we go. Right, so back where we were. So I'll just do a quick once around the table, show you who we've got. Des, you
Good
can
stuff.
talk us through. So Darren from the Netherlands in seat 1. Naz for Scotland in seat 2. And Tatiana for Switzerland in seat 3. Here's around the other side, so we can get a proper look at these players. João from Portugal in seat 4, Asa from England in seat 5, Warren from Wales in seat 6, Ian from Ireland in seat 7, Jerome from the Netherlands in seat 8, and finally Benjamin from Switzerland in seat 9. So they are your 9 finalists. And as far as the table goes, Des, do you want to? You maybe you're explaining whilst I was having a few audio issues getting back on. What the situation is. We know the Netherlands are guaranteed a medal. We don't know what colour yet.
Yeah.
But then there's about another 4 countries that are in the mix for medals still, aren't there?
Yeah, it's tricky, this one. So, as you said, Netherlands good for some colour. It looks like gold, but it's early days yet. So Wales have just 1 player left, as we've seen. Similarly, Scotland with 1. Switzerland with 2. So if we look at the current scores for those 3 countries, so Wales currently on 229, Scotland currently on 214, with Switzerland on 206. But remember, the Swiss have an extra player in. So that is taken into account in the scores. But should they go deep in this final table, they could well find themselves with a medal. And it does
Des,
look like...
We've got a situation here. Blind on blind, Asa is all in for England, and it's just Warren's asked for a count in the big blind for Wales. Decision for him. So we've had a count up there. At 88,000, I think it is. Decision on Warren.
So a big play for Warren, this, of course, is his and Wales's tournament lifeline very much on the line here.
Makes a call. He's making it. He's going for it. Warren's got ace king, and it's 4-3 for Acer. So it's ace king for Wales, 4-3 for England.
4-3, come on.
Queen 10-10 on the flop. Ace on the turn. That's going to be that. And Queen on the river. And I think Warren has got Acer covered, yeah, for the sounds of it. So we're going to lose Acer in 9th place for England, and decent, pretty much a double up for Warren from Wales. Des will update that on the exits, because that's going to be super critical to the board. You can see the guys are watching the leaderboard.
Leigh, just come over to me for a second, please.
Yeah.
Your screen's gone small, my friend. Can you just blow that up again, please?
Warren, you've just lost me money.
They've got 2 players. Just lost me money. I bet you call.
I said no way.
I bet I call. You call. Thank you, Warren.
Good man, thank you. Okay, so we lose in 9th. Thanking you, sir. There we go. And if we go back to leader cam, see everybody just checking the leaderboard after that update. The Dutch in particular heavily invested in the leaderboard.
The exit doesn't really change.
England were a bit of a wild card there, Leigh, to be honest.
But of course, what it does do, Des, is for the 2 teams on this final table, Switzerland and the Netherlands, that have got 2, every exit is like a double ladder for them compared to the other teams on this final table. There's something not right there. You're still showing 9 on the table, Dan. Let me.
Are you able to see where the gaps are?
They're going to update it now. Yeah, I hope.
We'll just go back to the page. Look at this. Yeah, so that could have been when that clicked that. Yeah. So
What happens? Ja, mensen moeten ook de building update. So another all in? I don't know.
We're all in
3
again.
by 1. What?
We're all in
Update,
again.
please.
Nige, we're all in again.
Des, can you please update it?
right, there we go.
Come on, Wales.
What we got this time? Come on,
Come on, Wales. Ben jij niet alleen, Darren? Come on, Wales. Darren, jij niet alleen, toch? Jij niet alleen, toch? Oké, is goed. Big Stack wins. Knock Wales out. Big Stack. But please update
So
it.
Wales with aces, it's queens for Portugal, ace king for Switzerland, and it's come 9-4 king 3 on the board, and the Swiss are going to get the win. I think they're going to bust both players, I think, by the looks of it.
Really?
So look at this board. Ace king for Switzerland, it's pocket queens for Portugal, it's aces for Wales, and the board comes out 9-4 king 3. Switzerland are going to bust both players. I think it's going to be the Portuguese in 8th and the Welshman in 7th. We're getting a nod on that one, Des.
Yeah, I'm seeing Zhao in 8th, certainly. I'm just waiting for this to
You're gonna do
update
that?
officially, and then I will do
You
that.
can do that. So we've got
So
2 bust
Zhao
ups pretty quickly. Let's get that updated.
Nee, ik weet niet. Nee, maar hij moet gewoon even updaten.
You assume with those 2 exits and the Switzerland stack that, I mean, it feels like they might have locked them up a medal, Des, but I'm guessing. I need to get that into the leaderboard, and I'll have a look as soon as it's there.
So Zhao in 8th,
And I'll be able to tell
we
you.
have Warren Jones in 7th. There we go. The leaderboard is updated, Leigh.
So Switzerland now guaranteed 229.
This correct? Des, is this correct? No.
The score is correct. The scores are correct, yeah.
You don't?
So we can confirm the Netherlands The Netherlands are going to win. On the looks of it, we're just getting that confirmed on the scoreboard. I think it is. Still all to play for the other medals, though, between Scotland, Switzerland, and Wales. So Wales are done. Wales have got 236 points on the board. The Swiss still need more points to get that guaranteed medal. So they need a couple more bust outs first, but they're in a good place. They're in a very good place.
Just to confirm, Leigh, the minimum score of the Netherlands, they've already got 281 on the board. And the next closest will be Switzerland with 2 players left. They could get a maximum of 277. So that pushes the Netherlands over the line.
So just to confirm, for those at the final table, the Netherlands are guaranteed first place now. They can't be caught. The Netherlands are guaranteed first place. And of course, this might play into the Swiss hands here, because the couple of Dutch now don't really mind anymore. They might find they just they do this. It's a real tricky spot for Naz here for Scotland, and a sweat for Wales, really, as to what they do. Naz has got. I'm not sure whether Naz knows what he's got to do. I think he's hanging there for as long as possible and try and outscore the Welsh.
Scotland's getting a lot of looking at, but you have to say that is gold done.
Scotland's minimum is currently 11 points behind Wales, who are all done. I think thoroughly good performance from the Netherlands, Des, over the last 2 days. Very, very much deserved win. Got 2 onto this final table, but what's a crazy hand there. I mean, we didn't get much time to talk about, but aces versus queens versus ace king, and the 2 kings on the board for the Swiss. Incredible for them. They picked up a medal in the team event over in Ash recently, and it looks like they're going to rock up to the World Championship of Amateur Poker and possibly get themselves a medal here as well. So got a all-in and a call. It's ace 10 for Switzerland, queen 8 for Netherlands, queen 8 at risk here. And it's 9, jack, 5 out to the queen 8, 3 on the turn, and a queen on the river. Double up for the Dutch. Obviously, the Swiss want to.
I think it's interesting here. I think Naz is trying to talk them out of playing, because of course.
Well, no, but to be honest, that hand there, it wasn't. I mean, he was miles behind and he's got there. What Naz is saying is even though it doesn't matter anymore, you're still getting there. How are you still getting there? Yeah,
but I can understand. I think there might be a secondary message of just don't get involved or stay away, or I don't know.
But they can't. It's very difficult for them not to. To be honest, to be fair to Darren, he's short stacked. He's not got a huge amount of chips, so he is very much short stacked. And what you've got is you've got one Swiss player in Tatiana who's absolutely stacked with chips. Benjamin, teammate, probably the shortest stack. I've got my hands there. Yeah, come on. So all in, and the call is pocket 8s versus jack 10, ace, deuce, 4, 7, and a 4 on the river. And it's the same two players, and it's another double up for Darren. It's like, Katia doesn't like those chips she won for some reason. She keeps passing across to Darren, but. Yeah, false hope. Yeah, I like it. So another double up Darren, and on we go. Still 6 players remaining here on this final table in the WCOAP 2024 international team event. We now know that the Netherlands are guaranteed gold medal position, but as for the silver and the bronze, that's very much between Switzerland, Wales and Scotland. Wales are already done. They're in the clubhouse with their score. Switzerland and Scotland have the opportunity, if they can add a few more points on this final table, to nip ahead and get into those medal positions.
In those, with those last couple of exits, Leigh, the Swiss, just based on points earned right now, have gone up to third. So Scotland are down to fourth. 4 points behind the Swiss, it has to be said, so still extremely tight. But right now, the Netherlands guaranteed gold, Wales currently in silver, Switzerland currently third.
So we're just going to tidy up some of the chips here at the table in a minute and race off some of these 1Ks. Whilst we're getting on with this. Wales can do no more. Wales are pretty much just on the rail watching this. They've so Wales have got 236 points. They are locked up there. Switzerland currently have a minimum of 229. Scotland have a minimum of 225. But as you can see, the maximums for both of those countries, 277 and 256. So they can get ahead of Wales, but they need a couple more exits so that they just ladder up those points enough. They might only need one exit, to be honest, to make a difference there, Des. It's not, with only 6 players left, it's not going to need much to do it.
Yeah.
We know Netherlands are actually guaranteed. They're locked up there. And as you can see, the places down the bottom there, Portugal, Romania, Germany, Poland, England, Belgium, all done, all locked up. No more players left for them. But still, we wait to see who's going to pick up those medals. The Welsh and Scots players that are already out are on the rail, just watching, not a lot they can do. And Tanya railing the remaining Irish player there, who's playing for a bit of pride. See if they can see how far up the leaderboard they can get. See if Ian can take home a win here and score maximum points on this final table. He's certainly got the chips to do it. That is for sure. Ian over the far side there in the white hoodie. Very much has got a decent number of chips as Naz is all in this hand. First of all, got Tatiana in the button to get through. Gets through there, so it's Ian in the small blind decision first. And he's going to make the call. Jerome gets out of the way, so it's going to be Scotland versus Ireland. It's ace-jack for Ireland, and it is pocket eights for Scotland. It's the eights that are at risk. Here we go. 9-7 ace on the flop. Looking good for the Irish. Queen on the turn. It's going to need to be an 8, and it's not going to be, and we're going to lose Naz in 6th place.
Well played, Naz. But I'm afraid that is bad news for the Scots.
Unlucky to Naz. We'll get that one updated, and then we can tell you what the latest is on the leaderboard. Once we get Naz's 6th place finish in.
There we go.
I think it's going to mean, I want to say it's going to mean Switzerland are guaranteed a medal, and it does. In fact, it's not just a guaranteed medal for the Swiss, it's a guaranteed silver medal for the Swiss. That takes them to 238 points minimum. They're ahead of Wales and now ahead of Scotland, and the Swiss are guaranteed silver. And I think that means, Des, unless I'm very much mistaken,
Wales look good for
bronze. Wales are guaranteed bronze, so we have our 3 medalists.
Wow, there we go.
So there you go. They are the medalists confirmed. This will play out this final table now for a bit of pride. Who can take home the top points for their team? But basically, our medalists are guaranteed. Netherlands in 1st place, the Switzerland in silver medal, and Wales finish in bronze medal place. I think if anyone deserves to win this now, it would be Ian from Ireland on this final table. Definitely deserves a win here. Let's see if he can do it. He's raised it up on the button. after an initial raise from Tatiana. So she's raised it up to 50,000, and he's repopped it to what, the greens? 25 to 160,000. Yeah. So decision back on the Swiss captain. And it's going to be a fold. And more chips going to Ireland.
It can't change anymore. Nothing changes anymore.
So result confirmed there, and we can see the Dutch celebrating in the background. And the congratulations of the Welsh.
So we're just racing off the blue 1K chips here. As soon as that's done, we will continue with this final table, which I've got a funny feeling, Des. I mean, it'll still play out with the right spirit, but I'm thinking this might get done fairly quickly now.
Oh yeah, I'd have thought so, Lee. But listen, while they're racing, we can just update you on some of the other events that are happening here. Event number 7, the 6 Max, 102 runners. We're down to 7 players there, Lee. Tom Ascott, Lawrence Kearns, Kai Hutchinson on the final table, Richard Kearney, Alex Meager had a deep run elsewhere last night. Phil Milden is there as well, Stephen Riddell, and Alan Ellis went out in 8th, so he did make the final, as indeed did Nia Campbell. So that is your final table of the 6 Max. 74 started the triple stud. We're down to 13. Let me just tell you who they are. Ryan Armott, Chris Bean, Joe Chilmaid, Luke Fern, Nick Hadley, Lars Hall, Dave Howard also doing well there. Steve Jelenik, Liam Kelly, Tom Thorpe, Stefano Vassallo, Dan Williams still in, Phil Wise, and that is the last 13 in the triple stud. The last event of the evening was the, should I say the last event that will finish tonight was the Crazy Pineapple. We're down to 15 from 108 there. And those 15 are Tris Chaplin, Nick Crossfield, Peter Daniels, Jason Hamilton, Richard Lamb, Will Leanglin, Graham Maguire, who got a silver medal last night. Stephen Rodar is still in. Chris Rowland, Aaron Simpkin, Ian Snedden, Craig Thompson, Javenji Vaziklov, Ewan Wilson, Robin Young. So that's the last 15 in the Crazy Pineapple. Of course, the mini main will also run tonight.
All in the call here. Benjamin's all in with King 7 and has been called by Darren with King Queen. And his 5-3 Jack on the flop. 4 means the spades are there. And the spades are going to see a double up for the Swiss player. Two Swiss players remaining on this final table. Meanwhile, the rest of the Swiss team, they've been to the bar, Des. Yeah, they have been to the bar.
They've started celebration early, of course they
quite happy. Yeah, quite happy indeed. So on we go. Blinds are at 10,000, 20,000 at the moment.
Well, it's all calmed down, Lee. It was nuts here across the last hour, but with the result now confirmed, just a sense of calm has rolled in.
Yeah, so it's folded round. Benjamin shoves from the button and gets that through. His teammate in the big blind, so would take something for Tatiana to have made the call there.
Captain to the end, Wayne Parker. Come on, England, you could do it.
Uh-huh.
I think it might be a little late for England, Leigh.
So Benjamin's all in again. This hand is folded all the way around to Ian, who's in the big blind. He's asked for a count. And he's going to make the call. It's 100k. It's pocket sixes for Benjamin. It's queen 10 of hearts for Ian. It's the pocket sixes that are at risk here, Des.
Yeah.
Here we go. King Jack 9. That kind of is going to do for that, I think. Yeah. Four on the turn. Yeah, they were out, but it was slim. Yeah. So Benjamin gets a hug from the skipper and departs in fifth place. We're down to 4, but he's guaranteed a silver medal for the Swiss team. So
Great
very
job.
well played to him. A great run on this MTT. Scored a number of points to get it there for the team. So well done to the two of them that made that final table. We'll see them collect their silver medals in a little while, but we've got 4 left here now. And amazingly, still the 2 Dutch players here. Short stacked at this final table compared to Ian and Tatiana. Massively short stacked, but they're still taking it seriously. Want to score as many points as they can. Make that lead as big as possible at the top of that table.
Yeah, you got to give them credit, Leigh. They started the MTT basically as the leaders, albeit it was very tight.
So shove from Ian, and Jerome decides to make the call. Ian's got ace deuce of diamonds, and it's 10 jack of diamonds for Jerome. So it's the jack 10 at risk, and king queen 9. There we go. But there's diamond redraw. Oh, not to be. The Dutchman gets a double up, and we go again.
They're unbeatable, Leigh.
Yeah, as Naz said, even when it doesn't matter, they're still getting there. Pretty much been the story of the 2 days. They played really well, the Dutch team. Winners of this event in 2019 in Vienna, and 5 years later, and they are going to be winners again.
And they've led from the front, and fair play to them to get 2 onto the final table. Hell.
Yeah, and they'll join a small number of countries that have actually won this more than once. Wales have, England have, and Italy, I think, are the only other team that have.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's a very small group of countries that have won this on multiple occasions.
Have Hereford ever won this, Leigh?
I don't believe so. Tatiana's all in and is going to get a call from Darren in the big blind. Well, I say a call, Darren shoving for understand. It's ace 10 for Darren. It's pocket queens for Tatiana. The ace 10 is at risk here. And jack 9 ace with a couple of diamonds. Another jack, so there are a few outs there. And not to be. And the ace 10 is going to get a double up. And the Dutch don't want to leave this final table. They've got gold medals, they've got bracelets to collect, but they don't want to leave this final table at the moment. They're quite enjoying themselves. They're happy to sit here and play all night. Yeah, the rest of the Dutch team are at the bar. They've left these, but to be fair, they brought both of them a drink. So that's, so it's all good.
I think tell them the rest of the Dutch team are at a bar in Nottingham, Leigh.
Yeah.
No time to waste here.
So on we go. I mean, actually, this isn't just kind of getting chips in with any sort of cards. There's actually cards being shown here when they are all in and calling. when we go on the showdown. It's but on we go. Darren in the small blind this time, Tatiana in the big, which means it'll be Ian to act first for Ireland down the far side. $70,000 is the bet, and everybody's going to get out of the way. I mean, we should say actually the top three teams also are sharing the money as well. I mean, we talk about the medals and the bracelets.
There's money as well?
No one's even really asked about the money, but there is money for the top three places as well as teams. The winners, the Dutch are going to take home £2,540 between them. The Swiss are going to pick up £1,520, and the Welsh team are going to pick up £1,000. So yeah,
super nice.
But as I said earlier on, Des, this is the one event we do every year, which is never about the money.
Yeah. This is about representing your country and team event. So you have a responsibility to your peers. This one is about the honour. No question.
Oh, I thought for a split second there that there's a possibility, say, Jerome got a walk on that one. Let's see what happens this next time, because the two Dutch are in the blinds together here.
Just when I talk about the honour, Ian just strips off his Irish shirt and throws it to the floor.
To be honest,
it's warm in here, isn't it?
He looks as warm as I feel, so I think it is getting quite warm in here. To be fair, Ian was wearing his T-shirt with his Irish shirt over the top and a hoodie. So fair play.
I'm surprised he didn't have a coat on as well, Lee, because he looks like a man that's used to some rain.
So it is getting quite warm in here up at this feature table.
Yeah,
that's for
I
sure.
think when this finishes, it's going to be a race into the car park just to get some fresh air.
Can you believe that the Dutch boys have checked this all the way down?
I have no idea what they're doing, Lee.
Oh, will one of you have a go at it at least? I mean, come on. What would happen? Des, how far are Ireland away? What can they do if Ian wins it? Do they finish fourth, or where are they at?
I mean, they can max out at 229 points, whereas Scotland have declared at 225. So for sure they could grab fourth from the Scots.
So
Ian,
so basically, for the Irish, then if Ian wins this, they will finish in fourth place, which is so it is jumping up the leaderboard a little bit. So that's.
Does it feel better to finish on the medal bubble though? Generally tinged with regret.
Anywhere higher up, no, I think finishing anywhere higher up the leaderboard is always got to be positive. I think you're coming at it from a negative, Des, and it's not the way you should.
I'm just providing another point of view, but I must admit I agree with your point of view.
Yeah, I think it's very much a finish as high up you can. If it happens to be just missing out on the medals, then so be it. I'd rather say I was fourth in this event, because it's hard enough to get here and compete. To finish fourth out of the 11 teams is pretty good going.
Yeah, it's awesome. 10 points, Lee. 10 points separated the top 5 countries at the start of the MTT. So the Dutch have gone on to win fairly comfortably, it has to be said. They've rode their luck in spots, but fair play to them. You can't argue with the result. Very convincing in the end. but only 10 points, and yeah, all of these leading positions have been open up to the last about 20 minutes.
So Darren is shoved under the gun here. Jerome is desperate to make this call, but I'm not sure that he's going to. He really wants to make the call. I'm not sure that he's going to. He really wants to make the call, but he's going to fold. He's going to fold.
What do you have? Jack 10 again? Queen Jack?
Really want. You could tell he really wanted to make the call. Yeah. And then he looked up and saw an orange shirt all in and just said, I can't do it. I cannot bust my teammate. So for anyone who might just be joining us a little bit late, we are at dusk till dawn for day 2 of the WCOAP 2024. We've got 4 more days to go. We're here until Bank Holiday Monday, and so we're only really just getting started. We presented 3 bracelets yesterday. I think it's another 3 being done today, plus this team event, and we've got 22 bracelet events in total across the 6 days. So if you fancy like playing a little bit of poker this Bank Holiday weekend, dusk till dawn is pretty much going to be the best place to be at. Just make sure if you haven't been so far this week, there is a new membership system in place from Wednesday, so make sure you've got photo ID with you if you're coming to dusk till dawn this weekend. You will need it to get into the building because they will be setting you up with a new membership.
And Lee, have you seen this schedule for tomorrow? It's just insane. An 8-game
Pop it up on the screen.
Yeah. 2 p.m. You've got day 1B of the main event, the World Amateur Poker Championship. 3 o'clock, you've got the High Roller Championship. And coming in at 6 o'clock, you've got the Bounty Championship. Just 4 super events. I think that'll be a great day's poker. But of course, the headlines here in the team event. The Netherlands have won. They are confirmed gold medalists. Switzerland will take silver. And the mighty Welsh will take bronze.
Oh, all in the call on a board of 8-9 Jack, and Tatien has King 9, and it's 9-6 for Darren. So obviously we know he's going to get there because that's what happens. Oh, it was so close. Jerome thought the 7 on the river had got there. He thought it had, but it hadn't. But it hadn't. So we lose Darren in 4th place. Very well done to him, and obviously going to be a very proud owner of a gold medal. Quick hug from his team and those at the table. We're down to 3, so 3 to go in this. I did love the fact Jerome genuinely thought the 7 was good. He'd done it. There was all sorts of straight things going on there. It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, they'll take anything at this point. So the Dutch with 300 points, Lee, and the Netherlands currently can max out at 260. So it's a comfortable win in the end.
Yeah. Well, getting 2 players on this final table, they were going into this in the lead, and their performance in the MTT, with Andreas making it down to the final 2 tables as well, it's pretty impressive. So raise out the small blind from the Swiss captain, Tatiana. Makes it 110,000. And Ian's going to make a call, so 2 players are going to have a look at this flop. And the board is 10-9-3 with a couple of clubs on that. So Tatien bets, I think they're 20, so I think it's going to be 100k. Yeah, 100,000. Speaking on the Irishman. and Ian folds, and finishes ace 8. So on we go. So blinds are up to 15,000, 30,000 now. Average stack with 3 players remaining is 440,000. So they're only sat with about 13, 14 bigs average stack. But it's been pretty tight for the last couple of hours, obviously, because this is all about points for the leaderboard. And we'll just see this through now. As I say, if you're just tuning in, medals are already confirmed now in this team event. The Dutch are taking home the gold, Switzerland taking home the silver, and Wales have just pipped the Scots to the bronze medal position. Ireland now trying to sneak in. It's going to be on the call, so it's Jerome with ace 9 of clubs, and it's pocket 7s for Tatiana. Sorry, it's the ace 9 at risk. So here we go. Ace in the window, ace 3, 4 for the queen. It's going to be a 7 or not, and it's going to be a double up for Jerome. I'm just going to count that up. So on we go. And Tatiana's all in, and Ian says I'm going to call.
Okay,
so it's pocket 7s for Ian. It's pocket queens for the Swiss captain. I'm quite sure where we are stacks-wise. It's not a million miles apart because Tatiana's got greens. Deuce 10-3. Queens are still good. Ace on the turn. And 4 on the river. And I think... we're just going to get a count on it, but I think Ian was quite happy to head to the bar. I think, yeah. He was quite happy to head to the bar. Yeah, he's like, well, don't leave me with any chips. Yeah, don't leave me with chips. I don't want chips. But I think he is going to have a few back by the looks of it. Yeah, he's going to have to play some more poker. Yeah, he's going to have to.
Disaster.
Yeah, and to be fair to Ian, I should point out he is on the Heineken Zero. So actually, yeah, that's yeah. So quick change of dealer, and we'll go again. Yeah. He was literally at his coat, was quite happy to be going, but not to be. He's got to hang on and play at least one more hand. Yeah. I really wouldn't worry. Trust me, these guys want to go and celebrate. They don't know.
They clearly don't want to go badly enough, Leigh.
Yeah. No, just quick change of dealer. Who said, is there a shot clock? And we're paying fairly quickly. We'll be all right.
Yeah, this won't take long now, I'm sure.
Fair play. Ian could have easily just shoved there with a small blind, but keeps it honest and looked at his cards and went, nah, not shoving with that rubbish. I do love the fact here, Des. It would be easy for the guys just to shove their chips in here now and get this over with, but actually they want to take this down. They want to be the one that won the MTT. Yeah. I love it.
I think that is very right. There's no personal prizes here, so it literally is just for the feel good of walking away knowing you've played it to the very end. And of course, there's a lot to celebrate for the Dutch and for the Swiss.
So they're taking a very quick comfort break. Because of course they are.
Why are they taking a break, Leigh?
Because they need a very quick comfort break, Des. Yeah, it's gone midnight here.
We know they're not doing a deal on a 0 individual prize.
Oh dear.
Well, there is the scene in the card room, and I think that might be Warren. Yeah, the back of Warren Jackson's head.
Oh, a very happy-looking Welsh team that have secured bronze medal.
Yeah, why not?
With a very proud skipper, Andrew Jones, done the job, got the boys a medal. Well done to the whole team. Yeah, superb effort from them. See, it's what happens when you delay the MTT so they can have their dinner. It makes all the difference. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Like the rest of us, I'm sure they're tired, Leigh. Do you think do they make it into Nottingham tonight? Do you think?
I don't know. For the Welsh, what they've won. So it's 2 days of poker. They've made about £100 profit each, but they've got a bronze medal and a finishing third in the team event. It's
can't afford to go into Nottingham, Leigh.
I guess unless you've played this event or you've been to see it, it's very difficult to necessarily understand how much it means to these players to want to represent and do this. Wales finished third, so Ireland is fourth. Yeah. Why they're not? Yeah. No. They're very much playing for pride here now on this final table. Yeah. I think it'll be over fairly quick. So. Yeah. yeah. So just it's great. So Jack, our TD, just explained to the dealer side what this is all about. So it's been playing for points. Teams looking to finish top of the leaderboard, and Ian is back, ready to go. And I can see Jerome heading across the card room now, being congratulated by a bunch of other players. I can see Eddie Niatsu playing there, playing the mini main. So Jerome's back and Tatiana's here as well. So we'll get this back underway pretty quickly, and we'll see how this plays out. Who wins the MGT? Oh, see, Jerome's got pizza now as well. He's doing well. Yeah,
The celebration has started.
very much so.
Yeah, I'm calm down now. I'm calm down. I'm playing for 5 years right now.
No, chips are going in, Lee.
Yeah, Ian's all in. Called by Jerome. It's
we
pocket
go.
queens for Ian, and it's king 10 for Jerome.
Odds on a king, Lee.
It's the queens. It's the queens at risk.
Kan je moet vallen?
6 Jack, Deuce, 4,
King.
and an ace, and Ian gets a double up.
Just realized I have to buy fish and chips tomorrow. Just realized I have to buy fish and chips.
I mean, the guys are playing. I mean, it's about 12 bigs,
Yeah.
average stack here. So there is, the shove and the call. There's not a lot of movement here.
No.
That's why I say I don't think this will take very long for this to be decided one way or the
Yeah,
other.
and it's just worth reiterating that really the only one that has anything to play for here, ironically, is Ian. If he wins this, if he takes it down, Ireland will take 4th. Currently in 5th, they would push Scotland down. 6th, Portugal. 7th, Romania. 8th, Germany. Bit of a comeback this evening from the Germans. Poland, 9th. England, 10th in defence of the title they won last year. And Belgium, who seemed to self-destruct relatively early on in the MTT, Lee, finishing in 11th.
Yeah, Tatiana's raised it up. Ian's gone all in, and Tatiana makes the call.
Here
It's
we go.
ace deuce for Ireland, and it's 9-10 of diamonds for Switzerland. Queen 8, 3, 1 diamond. The deuce still out, and another queen, and
He doubles again.
ace deuce is going to get it. We're just going to count up Ian's stack because it might be.
Really?
I think Ian
Wow.
might well have her covered this time. I think. Oh no, she's got the next stack. If you go white, she might have a few. Yeah, it's going to have a few back. I think not very many, but a few back. There we go. Even less than I thought. It might be a bit one big. I think it might be big. Is it 30,000? Yeah, it's one big. It's 30,000. Plenty of chips. Yeah. So yeah. It's been shallow stacks most of the day. So which now needs to book because Tatiana is all in on the big blinds. So asking for aces now. Let's see. I think it's they both. Yeah, I think they. Oh, that a rub down from the dealer of like the option. Yeah. Like,
Let's go.
So here we go. The flop is deuce, jack, 10 with a couple of clubs. Let's see what the guys decide to do. Bet from Jerome, bets at 60,000. Ian Reed.
This could be done.
Jerome says I'm all in. And oh wow, okay, so we're now everyone's all in, and just to look at this hand, it's Ace Jack for Jerome, it's Jack 10 for Ian, it's King Queen for Tatiana, it's outs for everybody here. Oh wow, eight on the turn, ace on the river gives Tatiana the straight with a one big. Jerome's happy because he's going to win the side pot, which is actually is pretty much a double. It's pretty much a double up, and on we go. We've somehow not lost anybody. Oh,
watch a replay of that hand. Still won't understand what happened there.
Oh dear. Superb. So, yeah, Tatiana very much in the game now with 3 bigs. Yeah, all to play for. And Tatiana's all in and, gets it through.
She's building.
Yeah. Tatiana is all in, and Ian makes the call. It's jacks for Tatiana, ace 8 for Ian. When these premium hands are coming out here, this is crazy. King 9, Queen, Deuce on the turn, and a jack on the river, and it's going to be another double up. It's kind of mad the sort of premium hands we're getting here when it doesn't really matter.